right, well, we made it out to the racetrack on this fine, beautiful Saturday, and we're not at Racecars, and we're not at Grayson. We're out at Boothill. We made the 3.5 hour trek out to Louisiana this weekend here. So we're going to be here for 2 days. We're going to be racing at Boothill today and Arklatex tomorrow. That's kind of the plan. So Race On's putting this deal, the Triple Crown Throwdown. They raced last night in Sabine. It's mainly for the factory stocks and the modifieds. That's more so their deal. So they have a points fund for them, but we're just a support class for these 3 events. So we're going to stick around tonight, running in tomorrow. Both beautiful, amazing facilities. Louisiana is probably one of the most underrated states as far as dirt track racing. So it's cool to come out here, make the trek out here. We love these tracks, especially Arklatex. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. So see how tonight goes. So far, I mean, we drew okay. USRA is passing points. So the further you start back and the further you make it up to the field, you get points for each position you gain. So start in the back. Hopefully we can get some spots and get enough high points to put us on the front 2 rows. That'd be nice. There's around 20 of us tonight. I think there's a few more stragglers. So we'll see what happens over. Start in the back. See how the night goes. Car is all ready to go. Like I said, this is a beautiful facility. Blue skies. It's really a picture-perfect day to go racing. So see what happens. This track has really produced some very memorable moments, at least for the locals here. And of course, all the big factory stock shows here. They put a lot on as far as big factory stock make shows. Next week they have a 30,000 to win factory stock show. So it's usually a really good surface. Usually ends up dry. It's not really one of those tracks that's known for being too moist, too much moisture, and making it single file. This track, you can run every inch of this racetrack. There's the line. So we'll see what happens. We're looking forward to it. So let's get ready to get our heat race and get going. Well, man over here wanted to be in the video, so it's cool meeting new people. And he asked about the YouTube channel. He saw me recording just a second ago outside the trailer. But Zad's racing tuner for the 2nd time, pro mod guy originally. So it's nice talking, meeting people. You never know who you can meet at the racetrack, especially people you never talk to. So really cool stuff. If you've never been out to a dirt track, if you're watching this, get your butt out there, support your tracks, talk to the drivers, have a good time. So anyway, back to the heat races. Let's get her done. Was able to win the heat race. ran down the leader. Obviously, we only had a 6-lap P, and we only have a 15-lap feature, so not very much time to get things done. But got an awful start. I had way too tall of a tire on. I thought the track was going to be faster than that. It's been a couple of years since we've been here, so wasn't really sure where to go regarding that. So missed the tire, but once we got on the top, it was able to get its momentum worked up. So once we got on the top, we were able to get rolling. Went ahead and set the fastest lap. Able to take the lead, coming to the white, and then got the big old DQ for missing tech. So, you know, I'm not really one to make excuses all that much, but last time I was here 2 years ago, tech was over outside of turn 3, and then weren't told over the receiver where to go, and there was no driver's meeting, so I never even really got the chance to be told. So I know, based on what I've heard, there's been a lot of that happening tonight with out-of-towners and people just not knowing where it's at, and it's no one's fault but my own. At the end of the day, I didn't know where it was, and that's one of the rules. You gotta go to tech when you need to, but just kind of is what it is. So made it halfway down the backstretch, turned around, and it just everybody made it back to my pit, and they still gave me the big old DQ. So still how the main goes. We start 22nd. Got 15 laps to do it. Chance of a win. I think I'd just be happy to finish in the top 5, honestly, at this point. Just get the car loaded up, be able to load up at the end of the night. So maybe if we get a few good time cautions, we can make some moves, but it's just, based on the heat rates, it's a little tough to pass. But who knows? Maybe we'll have a good feature. Maybe we'll keep her clean, but as far as it goes, I won't be driving with a vengeance. So we'll see what happens. Car's ready. Got the tire problem fixed, so we shouldn't have a problem with that because it was just lugging real bad. And that's really the only thing that was wrong with that heat race. But I mean, we set the fastest lap and we're able to get the most pass points, and we're going to start on pole. But obviously, that's not the case anymore. So can't do nothing about it. But let's get the feature going. They're running factory stock V mains right now, so it'll be a little bit before we go out. But track's looking pretty good though. I think it's going to get better and better. I think it'll move down from the top, but I hope it's multi-lane and we're able to make passes anywhere throughout the track. But we'll see. Let's see how the main goes. That was. I'm sweating. Like I got out of the car and I am drenched. Um, I don't really know where to start. 22nd to 4th, so our top three streak comes to an end. And I really need to start on the outside. We were banging the right rear off the curb, and I mean, it was good. It felt okay, but the second I get on the bottom, it was just so, I don't know why. I would have to fight it so much, and it was bad. It was really bad, and I don't get why this car is not responding to what we're doing. I mean, one week it does, the next week it doesn't. So I'm not really sure what to do at this point. I mean, I guess we got one more day tomorrow at Architects, but it's just frustrating whenever we're throwing everything we know at it, and it's just not responding the way we thought it would, especially with our win at Boyd last week. So they're just super loose entering the corner on the bottom, and because we having to fight it, it was burning off momentum, and I just pushed off the corner. But so that's the only reason I really stuck to the top. And the top was working pretty good. It's just I don't know. I couldn't pass. I got lucky to get around that group of cars and get up to fourth to begin with. So I mean, is what it is, I guess. Try again tomorrow. See if we can change something and go after another win tomorrow at Arclatex. We haven't lost a race there yet, but try to jinx it. So we'll see though. I had contact with one car, so really, but it didn't do anything. I don't have any physical damage, so pretty happy about that. So I had a pretty clean race, so can't complain too badly. Just sucks how our night got flipped upside down, but I'm sure it made it really entertaining on the GoPro. So could always be worse. Could always be on a record right now, but we loaded her up and we were able to drive her on back to the trailer. So could always be worse. See how Architects goes tomorrow. Another really fun track. It's just hopefully we can figure it out because it's getting frustrating where it's just one week something works and the next week it doesn't. We're changing stuff every single week because we don't know what to do. So see how it goes. Cars in one piece. See what happens. Thank you to 815 Suspension, Diamond America's Car-Mart, Asylum Springs, Diamond Pit Lights, Wild Child Racecars, Loose Creations, TBG Tuned, Magic Cobra Motorsports, and Mark's Mobile Trailer Repair, as well as Fastrack Engineering with Rod Hetrick. So thank you to everyone who stopped by, said hi, and obviously we had a good time tonight with all the people that are pitted with. So met some new people. See if we can do it again tomorrow. Except we need 3 more spots. So let's go see what happens.